Previously on Transformers Prime.
He already does.
Now back to the story. While heading along the path, Megatron gets an ice cream headache, but afterwards says that Unicron is getting stronger, and that's bad news upstairs.
Honolulu is under 6 inches of snow. Scientists continue to devise theories connecting these unprecedented natural disasters with a planetary alignment.
This is Dr. Curtis Braun telling you that the data is undeniable in this case, and we must all immediately appease Pleklik, the god of fire, before we are doomed. Agent Fowler wants to go to the Pentagon, see if they have some kind of bomb to destroy our own core without destroying the planet. I'm going to guess no, although you could probably find a $9,000 toilet seat. Ratchet says that no one is happy that Optimus and Megatron are together again, but it's the best chance they have. Well, everyone, as always, latches on to the wrong point. Instead of the best chance we have part that's so important, it's the, wait, those two used to work together thing that everyone is fixated upon. So Ratchet explains that once, near the end of the Golden Age, Optimus Prime was just a clerk named Orion Pax. Someone who, through his studies, realized there was a great deal of corruption in their society. Someone inspiring in the cause opposing that corruption was a gladiator, named after one of the original Primes, Megatronus. Megatronus intended to call the leadership to task for their blatant inequality, and his words turned him into a rallying revolutionary voice, bringing in others like Soundwave and Orion Pax. But when he appeared before the leadership to share his vision of a violent overthrow and a declaration of himself as the next Prime, Orion finally spoke up. His words so moved everyone that it was agreed that finally someone among them was worthy of being a Prime. The newly renamed Megatron severed ties with Orion and began leading his followers in open war, hoping to find through war what Orion was seeking through merit, the matrix of leadership. Deep in the planet that Megatron's war was poisoning, Primus at last bestowed the Matrix upon Orion, turning him into Optimus, last of the Primes, while Megatron got the silver medal. Down inside Unicron, Bulkhead is already starting to feel the effects of all the dark energon, and Megatron says it's going to get worse.
He's preparing to expel us.
I'm trying desperately not to make a fart joke. These flying things come at them, so it looks like the fighting has begun, but Bulkhead's woozy and stumbles off the edge. Bumblebee barely catches him, which has kind of been his theme for the week, hasn't it? Catching people in the nick of time. Admittedly, he can't hold up that much weight forever, on account of the weight is extraordinarily high at the center of the Earth. Or rather, it's not, but anyway... The point is that he's being pulled down really hard, so Optimus has to jump in at the last moment to save him. Nice work, but I'm going to give that one to Bumblebee and call Optimus's effort an assist. Bumblebee held him up long enough in order to be able to pull that off, so mark your scorecards accordingly. Meanwhile, on the ship, with Starscream going it solo, Arachnid decides to fill in as the treacherous one.
Our leader's recent behavior has been questionable at best.
I was with him and he was destroying all life on our planet, but now, damn it, he's gone too far.
Commander Arachnid, you're not suggesting that we abandon Lord Megatron?
Sometimes Knockout is so damn funny, even when he's not trying, because that's the exact same voice that's employed for Galt Renault, the Deveronian con artist from the Star Wars The Old Republic Bounty Hunters story. As a result, everything he says sounds like he's giving someone just enough rope to tie themselves up so that he can steal their wallets. Well, Arachnid says that with no sign of Megatron, it's time to go while the going is good. Soundwave, however, has other ideas.
Oh.
Man's got a lot of ideas. With the betrayal over, time to get back to Autobot base. They're concerned about the storms. They're blocking the tracking of the team down inside of Unicron, which will mean getting them out is going to be kind of hard. And we can't lock onto their bones and beam them out on account of not having any. But what catches Ratchet's attention is Jack absent-mindedly tapping the key Optimus gave him against a railing. Turns out the ground bridge doesn't have a key. It's the key to Vector Sigma, a vital Cybertronian relic, and a sign that Optimus doesn't expect to come back from this mission. I will give the franchise this. If you keep killing Optimus all the time, it does generate genuine worry that he's going to be in peril and might just die. It's just, more than likely, it's going to end in frustration. Down inside Unicron, as they're fighting to survive, Unicron, Mr. I don't need you worm, suddenly tries to command Megatron to kill Optimus. Not gonna work. You slap Megatron across the face. You done screwed up big time now. This is someone who would spite you by cutting off his own face. Instead, he leads Optimus inside the area where the spark is, while the rest stay outside to fight off the space bat manta rays or whatever. Inside, you'd think someone with a soul the size of a house would be a little nicer of a person. This close to it, however, Megatron is having a harder time resisting Unicron's commands. Who could have imagined carrying the corrupted blood of the Chaos Bringer in your chest would be a bad thing? He's finally able to resist it, but Optimus really needs to get his shit together and finish this. Unicron finally just shuts Megatron down and takes over his body. But faster than you can say, Dormammu, I've come to bargain, Optimus unleashes the power of the Matrix, and Unicron's spark is destroyed. And with that, all the bad shit stops, which is good. And it means Ratchet can find the team, which is better. And it means Soundwave can find Megatron, which is, well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. But with Unicron dead, so is the truce, and Megatron is about to take advantage.
Where are we, Megatronus?
Yes, after that, he only remembers being Orion Pax now, and has no idea who the Autobots coming his way are. He leaves with Megatron to the Decepticon ship, where Megatron announces that Orion Pax is one of us. Aw, damn. Where will this lead? We're going to find out in our next look at Transformers Prime.
All hail